Obama was on the Marc Maron podcast talking about how racism still exists in America. Not that it exists in like the same way that it did in the 1950s, because that would be bad. Lots of water hoses and not pleasant things. As a Jew, I'm very happy that racism has progressed. Apparently Jews can't talk. Progressed. You have to ask the question, what does it mean to be racist in America today? Is there just a legacy of racism, or is it really prevalent? Am I racist? Isn't everybody racist? How can I prevent myself from being racist? How am I racist? I'll tell you that I'm racist to your face. I'm a little racist. You want to know how I'm racist? I think black people are cooler than me. Even the nerdy black people. Even that nerdy black guy that you see once in a while with glasses who kind of talk like this. Maybe I'm making him up. That guy would still be cooler than me. I often think to myself, one of the reasons why I'm not a bigger star in American films is because I never had a black co-star. How come I haven't had another black co-star, Jim? Is that the movie's never called for it? Well, why didn't we just change the roles to be a black guy? I'm not saying the romantic lead, just like the funny best friend or the black best friend. Well, can I have a white best friend and a black best friend? Different best friends in the movie. What if we did it? What if the next film I'm in, that action film, there's a scene where I go in and I eat a lot of fried chicken, and he's looking at me like, "You're not gonna share?" Is that racist? It is racist. What if he's eating the fried chicken? No. Apparently I'm not supposed to be talking about potential scenes. That's why we have writers for this kind of stuff. I will say that there's just like this great swagger that black guys have. Just the way they walk, like they're about to beat someone up all the time. Why is it cool that you're about to beat someone up? I don't know why, but it is, right? I mean, it's cool. I guess being dangerous is kind of cool. But by that same logic, wouldn't then like chainsaws be cool? And they're not cool. They're kind of scary and white trashy a little bit. What else is cool that's dangerous? Dentists are dangerous if they're mean. Dentists aren't that cool. This just goes to prove that black guys are cool just because they're black. I mean, they can get away with being cool even though they're about to beat someone up. I mean, think about it. Bruce Lee was cool, but that's because he was Bruce Lee. I mean, Asians when they're about to beat someone up don't have that same kind of panache, that, swagger. I bet if I was in a movie and we had a black co-star, he would probably beat someone up in the movie. So you'd get to see him walk up to someone and beat them up. That's like double coolness. I wouldn't even have to do anything in the film. I could just stand there and just watch and go, that would be the face. You could just cut back to my face in the movie. That would be the whole scene. How else am I racist? I think Asians are kind of smoky hot. They kind of have that little kind of sexiness about them. Just want to hug them real tight. Latinos are kind of spicy. I'm a fan of the Latino ladies. Had a couple co-stars in some Latin films, Spanish-speaking overdubs that we did. Do you remember Maria Elena, Jim? Remember her? I know you remember her. I remember her. My wife's not gonna see this little thing, right? This is just like, I'm still trying to figure out how this YouTube thing works. You have to get an invite to watch the video, or anyone can watch it? Anyone? So she can pull it up on her phone? But you edit these, right? You're not gonna put that stuff about the waiting for the phone to get picked up. Hello? Jim, can you tell Stacy to pick it up already? Stacy is not black. She is a lazy white person who doesn't pick up the phone on the first ring. White people are probably the lamest. That can't be right. Is that right? It is right. I mean, I'm Jewish, so there's like it's like lame but with financial savvy. Kind of balances it out a little bit. I think that racism, when it's about positivity, isn't such a bad thing. You don't want me to say racism isn't such a bad thing? That's a bad... Okay. I could see how that could be a problem. But I mean, let's be honest. If you're thinking positive about cultures, isn't that... I think that racism, when you think of people as being better, is still destructive. Because they're not better. They're just as bad as white. What do you mean I'm not getting the message? You said not to... Okay. So racism is bad just because it's bad. Racism is bad just because it's bad. And I hate that I have racism even though it makes other people cooler than me. How many notes are you going to give me on this video? How many notes, Jim? As a movie star and celebrity, I have been reminded to talk about the hardships of the racial oppression that people have gone through in this country. And I am working with a counselor to deal with my own interracial feelings of why Italian women are so freaking hot. That work for you, Jim?